Welcome to another episode of Ballers Union. We back from our vacation
Did you forget
or
the name of the show?
quarantine,
Right.
whichever way you want to call it. CP. We see you in
Yes.
the new studio.
Yeah, man. I had to get rid of the old studio. I'm here. We'll see how it goes. Still
Did it
making
come?
some adjustments.
Did it come with an eviction notice?
I put the eviction notice out.
Oh, look who we got, Debo. Look at that. Debo then showed up.
Hey,
Look at Debo showed up.
What?
hey, everybody.
Well, it's,
Yep,
preseason. It's summer league, so he still got time.
Started already.
They must have won a summer league game, so he showed his face.
I don't even think they got summer league players, to be honest.
Nah, they got a retirement league.
Can't
player.
afford them.
Let's say, think about it. If you were a Laker hopeful, right, and they were like, "You're gonna play on the summer league team," it's like, "Nah, no, thank you, man. I'm not gonna make this team." I'm only 25. I can't make the 38 and under.
Right. Yep. Smash. We know
Yes,
we know
sir.
that you moved into the new house and you talked about that and talk about it. But the Ballers Union fans didn't hear your struggles or happiness of moving.
Look at it. He got a grand piano behind him. Look at it.
Just box after box, man. That's all. And every box is like a Christmas present. You don't know what you opening up. I'm like, oh, I wonder what happened there. Yeah. For
That
3
sound
years, I was wondering what happened.
It sounds like you crossed out about 3 different labels on those boxes.
Nah,
At one point,
you're trying to downsize when you move into a new house because you're gonna, like you said earlier, you're gonna get new stuff. But my wife was talking about me; she didn't want to throw nothing away. So,
Oh yeah, we got some stuff we brought with us for no reason, but
you know what that packing at some point in time, you get getting fancy. This is kitchen counter. This is dishes. This is pots. Then you get down to that box 1,344. You be just like stuff.
box. It's to look at later.
Right? Miscellaneous.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of mist. But the thing is, every time you going through and purging, it always seems like her stuff needs to stay and your stuff got to go.
Yep.
No matter what. It's like, let's get rid of that. We don't need that. All right, we ain't even opened this yet. You want to see if we can sell it? We need that. Well, for what?
Listen, let me tell you this story. We've been married for 16 years, right? So our first house that we bought, we wound up selling it because we had the kids, right? So we need to get a bigger house. So we moved into an apartment, which we couldn't fit all the stuff in the house. So I got 2 storage units, and we put the stuff in the storage unit, and I forgot how many storage units we had. Right, we stayed in the apartments for 3 years, saving up for the new house, and so we get to the new house. She was like, "Go empty the storage unit." So I just grabbed it, went over there, and say, "I need store, such storage, such." I emptied one storage unit, and she was like, she didn't think about it. Probably like a year later, she was like, "There was another storage unit." I was like, "Really?" She was like, "My wedding dress was in there." I was like, so mind you, that was like we was at like year 7 or 8 at that point, right?
Yeah.
So I hear about this story every time when somebody bring up this word storage unit. Storage unit? Oh, he lost my wedding dress. Is that the key word?
So her wedding dress was on Pawn Stars.
I don't know. That's probably some crackhead running down 288 highway right now. It was on Storage Wars.
Oh man. It's like, we hit the jackpot here.
It was nothing there because I know I didn't miss anything in that storage.
Yep. And then we got BTG.
Bring that up.
Next
couple strips.
BTG decided to join the group and clean house at the same time.
He doing BT laundry.
Guys, hey, Smash, I'm going through the same issues right now because we about to move.
Dang, everybody moving, huh?
Yeah, join the club.
It's moving
Everybody
season.
the Jeffersons.
Geo moving. BTG about to move.
Yep.
CP.
Yep.
Yeah. GeauxDee, you next.
What y'all going up there to? What's that? What's the black part of Beverly Hills?
They're going to Calabasas. That's what they
Used to have that show named that.
Oh, Baldwin Hills.
Oh, you talking about
Baldwin Hills.
Yeah, it's really Ladera. But yeah, Baldwin Hills, yeah.
That's where you moving to?
Nah, we actually went right down the street. We ain't about to go back down there with them.
He said back down there. Okay.
Okay. And I'm bougie.
You know that's the trap though when you move right down the street.
Oh, I'm for
I
sure.
thought-
I for sure claim the bougie title. Once I got a taste of this life, I said I'm not going back. I'm just a level under Geo. Geo got cocaine grass cutters. So you know what I'm saying? That's a different type of level right there.
Hey, you missed the stories. You missed the story, BT.
Oh man.
So Gio says, I gotta go to New Mexico. I said, okay.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
He gotta go to New Mexico, right? But he ends up at Dulles Airport. Like, what? Wait a minute, Gio. That don't sound right, bro. How you go from the east to the northeast, then to the west? That don't sound right, Gio.
Sound like he had to pick up a package on the way.
Yeah, man.
Or either he had to go do a mission real quick.
He had to drop his tail. He had to lose his tail. They were following him.
Hey, Gio, I heard it was some semen involved.
Oh.
I sent my condolences to that family a long time ago. Just to let you know.
He had to go get one of his vendors straight.
Right. Now, I just had to check in on Biden, make sure nobody mess with the president. He's taking a lot of heat right now.
Yeah, he's taking
You're
so
not
much
sure
heat.
you want to check in on him right now.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I work for the government. That's why.
Yeah, there it went.
We know you do. No, you work with the government.
We know.
It's a difference.
Right. Let's go ahead and kick off with the Olympics. There was a lot of controversy in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Miss Richardson wasn't able to compete. They came after Simone Biles. They came after Naomi. You know what I'm saying?
I thought Naomi had it easy in the Olympics. She got to light the torch.
Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't hear much when she lost.
She didn't have to speak to the media. She didn't talk to the media the whole time.
On Twitter they were lighting her on fire.
It was
came after Simone Biles before they found out it was her auntie that passed away, and they still didn't apologize.
All I know is if you Simone and it's between you and getting hurt trying to flip upside down and breaking your neck. Yeah, I can call me all sorts of a week. I'll be weak.
I mean, but like the dude said, I got 90 plus medals. What if I have to? What else I got to prove to y'all? You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you I'm hurt, I'm hurt. What more you need to know?
Well, that's because you know they mad because she done called herself the GOAT. I was like, we called her the GOAT. She just said, "All right, cool."
Right. It's
not like she is the GOAT.
She just embraced the nickname. You know what I'm saying?
And my GOAT wouldn't have done that. I was like, your GOAT took 2 years off to play baseball. So
they go.
Wait, you talking about Jordan?
And just got cut. The other GOAT just got cut too.
Oh, you talking about Tim Tebow?
Tim Sleepo.
That's Jesus' disciple. You gotta watch your mouth with that one.
That's that's the lamb. That's the Lamb of God. That's not
he played football in sandals.
The Lamb of God.
How'd you feel about them blocks?
That's
why he got
covered
cut.
in the blood of Jesus.
Tebow tried to do a second role as a tight end.
Tebow said he a quarterback, man. He don't know how to block. He used to people blocking for him. So
couple more good stories that came out the Olympics. Puerto Rico won another gold medal. You know, shout out to Jasmine Camacho Quinn.
Did Carmelo participate?
No, he didn't participate. He's a Laker now, so me and BTG are cool now because we both rooting for the Lakers.
Oh, really?
I heard that.
Oh, you done switched up.
Hey,
really?
We got Melo. What you expect?
Don't be
you
fooled.
ain't gotta listen to them.
Don't be fooled, BTG. He just want that West Coast connect. That's all he's trying to get. That West Coast connect.
Hey, I knew Gio. Hey, I knew Gio before Gio knew me. I know.
And then
that's why I never said nothing bad about Gio. I ain't never disagreed with him.
Come up with them cement tennis shoes.
Right.
Yeah, when I do disagree with him, it's a third person.
There you go.
Hey man, Somebody said Geo.
Right. And then the other part of the Olympics, CP, go ahead, take it away. I know you was waiting for this part.
Like you mean like the Aggies took gold?
Yeah.
Yep. The relay team, the 4x400, we got 2 gold medalists. So representing for the HBCUs all around, but especially mine. So the Aggies look good. We had a couple other Aggies participate for their home countries. So we had a few out there. We had one that almost made the qualifying, but so we had about 5 or 6, and we saw at least 3 on the big stage. So we making moves. We are still the number 1 HBCU in all the land. But anytime that any HBCU, any of the 106 or 107 can be highlighted, it's always a good thing. I'm just thankful it was ours. So that's Aggie Pride is worldwide, and if you don't know, we don't need you to know.
That boy said he an MC.
I'm just saying. Now we in good shape though. We in good shape.
That boy rapper didn't even know it.
Right.
I like your energy, CP. I like your energy.
I'm in the new studio, man. I'm in the new studio. Life is good.
Man. Hey, but I did get a call from the Pistons and the Lions. They said you don't talk about them like that. I'm just saying.
I could do this whole show myself today. You want to talk about the Pistons? Cade, we made a good pick for once. We didn't Darko ourselves.
Man. No, we're not gonna talk about Cade.
It was on y'all to mess that pick up. Y'all got the right pick.
Oh, we've messed up a pick before, and I'm not even.
We know. We know, Darko.
I'm not talking about Darko because
he said we know Darko.
You just mad because Darko gave us Sheed. Sheed was able to beat Joe Malone and Peyton Lucas. We got the chip, and now he retired as a farmer.
Stop it, man. Every time you bring up Darko Milicic, this theory always comes out. Well, that led us to get Rasheed. That led us to get
How is it a theory when you can literally fact check that?
Because you missed on 3 Hall of Famers.
How many rings does Carmelo have right now?
You missed on 3 Hall of Famers.
Not the 5 that count for the Olympics. How many NBA championship rings does Carmelo have?
You had a better shot with Melo than without Melo.
About to have one.
Who retired to be a farmer?
Darko, because he already won a chip.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown, we don't want no smoke over here, bro.
Kwame Brown is Karl Malone's protege. Karl Malone.
Kwame Brown, man, his smoke died down a lot.
I tried to tell y'all. I tried to tell y'all when y'all was yip yapping and jaw jacking, and I was like, "Don't believe the hype."
Man,
yeah, that's true. Yeah. So what about who saw the Malice in the Palace documentary?
I did.
I seen it. I put my episode out tomorrow about it. I'm actually against what Jermaine O'Neal said, or well, not what he said, but how he felt. And obviously, I can't tell a man how he felt, but you got to hold yourself accountable, because out of everybody that got suspended, it was 3 Pacers that got suspended and 1 Detroit player. That means there was 30 other players that didn't hop in that fight. So you didn't have to hop in it either. Right. So for you to blame or put partial blame on Ron Artest for your future career, that's not right.
I think he's just mad because he didn't get a ring.
He wasn't gonna get one that year.
Well, they was excited though.
I think Steven Jackson stole the documentary.
No, why is that?
No, it's just like his attitude's like, yeah, that was my teammate, so he was out there fighting, so I gotta be out there fighting.
No comment.
Right.
I mean, that's normally how it go on the team.
The only thing that he said was he didn't agree that, which I don't agree with either, that Ron Artest left or whatever. I think it's up to a player if he wants to leave or not. And everybody know Ron got a few screws loose. He changed his name. Right. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Yeah, but it's a difference between knowing that you crazy and not acknowledging that you crazy. You know what I'm saying? It took him a while.
I think he acknowledged he was crazy his whole career. He was crazy as a bull.
Yeah, but he didn't. He was crazy, but he never knew he was crazy. But now, once he got to opening up and acknowledging that he's crazy, he's in a better place, man. He's like him and Mike Tyson saw the same therapist. They both come to the same conclusion that you both are crazy. Acknowledge it and let's embrace it and let's move forward. You know,
Right.
I still don't want to fight neither one of them.
Me neither. Neither one of them. I'm on y'all side, brother. I'm defending you too.
What did Cat Williams say? Like, that tiger didn't go crazy. That tiger went tiger.
That's it.
And so that's what happened. The fans forced him to go tiger, and he did. And now y'all see what happens when that happens.
That's right.
You know, I don't agree with all the things that it helped do to label us and all that other stuff, but like there's a reason why it all happened. I think at this point, if you're still talking about it, there's some demons that you need to exercise, and I don't know if making a movie about it is going to help you free yourself. I think it'll free your pockets, but it'll.
But you say that, and it's like with Ron Artest on the camera, it looked like he seems like he's the only one at peace about all of it. Like
he's friends with the dude,
right?
Yeah,
right.
But also,
that's crazy.
But here's the other thing: he's been talking about this for the last, 16 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
So he's been talking about it since it's happened. Steven Jackson's been talking about it for the last 5 at least. So everybody else has been able to kind of get theirs out, and J.O. has heard theirs and wanted to create his own version of it because he wants everybody else to feel the hurt that he's felt. It's like,
bro, you just didn't pan out to be the player that everybody thought you was gonna be. Now you're trying to put it on somebody else's back. I'm not buying that.
But there's a little validity to that though, because we know how the NBA works. We know how these big sports teams work. If they start to blackballing you, that ball goes in the motion, and there's no stopping that ball. So
he still played though. He played more than Steven Jackson.
He still played, and his teammates still played, and both of them got championships.
But
so,
I mean, just like Kwame, I'm about to say that, Smash. Just like Kwame Brown, you made a bag full of money, man. That's win or lose, no matter how your career ended, you still ended with a bag full of money. You know what I'm saying? So,
and my question to him is, does this bring you peace now?
Peace, right?
Does this clear your name? Because at the end of the day, like this, you might have been, needing to unload this, and if it doesn't bring you what you thought what it was going to bring you, then you didn't get down to the root of it.
Right.
I think for me, it put Jermaine O'Neal in a worse light. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that one part where Reggie Miller said, "Thank goodness Jermaine O'Neal slipped, because had he hit him straight on, that dude would be dead." So it made him look worse on that comment right there.
He did only hit him with like 30-40% of it.
But didn't Reggie Miller look like he went through some serious therapy and counseling to get to this point after watching that, going through that?
But that's because Reggie Miller was Reggie Miller. Everybody else was.
But how you like you man, like you really thought you was about to win a championship, bro? You're not about to get past the Pistons. And you're not going to get past the Lakers. So that's 2 teams that you're not going to beat to win the championship.
But didn't the Spurs win that year?
You're not going to get past them either.
Add them to the list.
Just trying to keep you honest, brother.
Just add them to the list. You know the Lakers win the championship every year. So
Right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Melo and his first ring.
Melo not getting the ring. Jinxes on that team right now. They got about 3 jinxes on that team.
I'm gonna say that's a good team right there. That's a good team, man. They did all the right moves. They signed Melo.
Took out Melo.
They say talking about players that are getting blackballed. They might sign IT. Isaiah Thomas.
That's a good look for him. Not necessarily for the team, but that's a good look for him, man. Because Boston did him wrong.
Yeah,
no, he did himself wrong. Stop it.
He's an emotional wreck, but he got a reason.
It has been officially dubbed a Schroeder. He pulled a Schroeder and it bit him in his behind.
Got that 5.9.
Yeah. But let's keep it moving. NFL preseason. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons. They're the first team to be fully vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the only time they're gonna be in first place this whole year.
I knew it was coming.
Wait. Ain't that the same team that got a Chick-fil-A inside the stadium?
Way to go, Gio.
Gio with the okay. He feeling froggy because they got Justin Fields. They finally got a quarterback.
Thank you for that too.
That's why Gio, my dude, he set him up nice. He was all smiling. Yeah.
Oh. Nah, I didn't care about the COVID thing.
I'm in the doggone Falcon Stadium. What's it called? Mercedes Benz.
It's called AKA the taco take. I mean the Chinese food takeout box. That's what it's called.
It does look like
that's what kind of.
So I'm in there, right? And if you're wondering why I was there, it's because the Aggies were playing in the. Never mind.
Oh, I thought you was there for the listening party, but keep going.
Don't do me. So I'm in there and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, cool, Chick-fil-A. And then I'm like, don't they play football on Sundays?
And they not open.
Yeah.
I was like, so does this one get to be open? And they were like,
nope.
Nah. I said, so you got to wait till Monday. I bet on Monday Night Football, that thing is monster.
They might as well get a good eat because what's on the field is terrible.
Atlanta gonna get at least 2 Monday Night Football games, right?
Hey, I'm gonna let him have what he's saying now because he knows his Saints ain't gonna be nothing this year. Hey, he already done wrote his Saints off. So
I have never said such thing.
Did y'all see Jameis talking though? Well, I
that was
been studying the playbook, and I
no, that's not the one though. The one
when he said condom.
Yeah, tandem.
I hear people laughing. You damn right, fool. You said condom.
The way I looked at it is you need them both. You need a tandem and a condom. So,
well, you need a condom if you got a tandem.
You need protection both ways, not smash.
He wasn't wrong in his comment.
But we see what he was thinking about.
That and some crab leg.
No doubt.
Any rookies you guys keeping an eye on or surprised you so far?
Tim Tebow.
No. How many times Tim Tebow gonna be a rookie?
The rookies are the rookies that we mostly pay attention to is the basketball rookies. We don't really put that much stock into the football rookies.
Yeah, right.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie because if they throw one of them quarterbacks out there, I'm watching. I want to see if he gonna buckle under pressure.
Justin Fields said it's easy.
Yeah, he's gonna get lit up.
He did say slow down.
He's getting lit up next
slower
game.
than I thought.
Justin Fields said I must be playing on All Pro.
Somebody should have told him, like, dude, you ain't playing against the first team.
Hey,
you playing against the people that you just got out of college with. So,
right.
I can't wait till they knock the stuffing and the candy out of him because it's coming.
Who the Bears play week 1?
I don't know. I'm a Chicago Cardinals fan.
Okay.
He only claim them when they win it, BT.
They say until they get new ownership. I'll go back once we have new ownership.
That's your strike. NFC North got bad ownership.
That's your okay.
That's your fan now.
Yeah, because only because they used to play in Chicago, so.
Okay, I actually like the Cardinals too, man. That's a solid squad they got over here.
Yeah, their coach sucks too.
Hey man, Cliff Kingsbury is the GOAT, bro.
Hey, he got a nice
GOAT
house,
at being
though.
500.
Hey,
that house was smooth.
He got everything but a winning percentage. He got everything.
Good grief.
Cash, wife. He got everything. Beautiful house. Perfect weather. Except for winning.
Right. Yeah, winning's not a priority. Yeah. I will say, you trying to allude to basketball star, Jalen Green. He only played 3 games, but those are amazing 3 games. Him and Cade went at it. But Cade got the better of him.
Though?
I did.
Yeah.
I watched it.
They were just on the court.
I watched it. No, Cade was the smoother player. the more under control player. But
he shoots a lot though.
Yeah, but Jalen
You don't
Green
need to.
Don't do it.
But Jalen Green is a bucket getter. Like that kid is a bucket getter. As much as because at the end of the game, you was like, damn, when did he score 25? You know, so he can score, man. The thing about him is now, can he stay healthy? That's the biggest thing.
Summer league.
Right.
So BT, you didn't go to summer league this year?
No, because they started on a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they started on a Sunday. I usually because
so
when
COVID didn't play no factor.
No, because the last year, not the last year, but the year before, that was who was that? Zion and the Maple Mamba.
Yeah.
And
and
they was Friday night, but yeah, RJ Barrett. But no, Saturday when they have it on Saturday, they'll have like most of the teams play on Saturday, and then that's where all the you'll see a lot of the former players and current players and stuff like that. They'll be there throughout the duration of the summer league, but it kind of waters down after that.
Yeah.
So that's why we like to go the first day or the first couple of days.
You're saying this is a little dark side to it. That guy Trevor, what's his last name?
Trevor Bauer.
He
out here taking it and beating them up.
Yeah, you're nasty Nate.
Yep. That happened. You know, he was a big signing for what was that team in LA?
Hey, the Dodgers are
the championship team. You talking about the championship team?
Yeah. Apparently, he was supposed to help him repeat, but he about to help him do nothing now.
Nah, but they got Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. They'll be all right. And once Mookie Betts comes back off an injury, they'll be all right. Hey, I ain't mad at this Dodger squad. I ain't mad at them at all.
Damn them Dodgers.
Yeah, but no, he got a domestic and what was it? Domestic and rape.
Yeah, he getting all the domestic and assault charges that they can give him. But the accusers are getting scared. They're about to start coming at him.
Right.
Gio,
in this case, in this incident,
right now we can sign Jesus. We can bring Michael Jackson back, Tupac, and Nip. And then go to like, man, they're not gonna win no.
They're still not gonna win no championship.
Hey, when the Dodgers and the Lakers won since '88, GeauxDee still said, man, they didn't really win that championship. Yes, they did.
With the Phantom Foul?
Hold up, man. See, we went over this over and over again. We
ain't gotta go over there. We ain't gotta go over there.
That is a bubble.
I can look at the banners though.
That's a bubble.
Look at our wall.
That's a bubble ship.
Look at our wall. They don't have any bubble on that wall.
That's a bubble ship. Only people recognize that championship is the person that won it, and that's you.
And that's it. That's the only person that matters.
That's it. We all know Denver got railroaded out of that, got to go into the finals. We already know this.
CP, are you co-signing that Denver would have been the best team to win the championship in the bubble?
No, I think. Shoot, I don't know who was going to win the bubble chip. Really, I think I had the Clippers just for fun, and you see how that went.
Oh yeah, the Clippers. Them guys.
I was like, yeah, the Clippers will do something, and they did not.
Shout out to Patrick Beverly though, what I'm saying.
Patrick Beverly just got traded again.
Patrick Beverly took the same route Gio took. He's the brother's supposed to go up one place and ended up somewhere else. Like, how the hell that happened? He got to feel some kind of way about that.
Why my ticket say layover? My baggage claim isn't here? Nah, bro. You're going to the frozen tundra to play basketball.
I mean, extreme. Hey, man, just have his plane take him north. Like, God, damn, you went from sugar to shit fast, didn't it? In less than 24 hours.
Don't forget he pushed the players rep. He pushed Jake from State Farm and got him.
Hey, you might be on to something there, CP. You might be on to something
you think Chris Paul petty ass ain't behind there?
You might be on to something right there.
And might I add, he pushed the dog mess out of him too.
He did.
He might be on to something there. You're right.
As soon as Chris Paul hit the floor, he said, "Yeah, trade him."
No,
twice.
He said set him up first, making like he going to a contender, and then send him to a pretender within less than 24 hours.
As soon as Schroeder landed on the plane, Chris Paul leaned back in his chair and said, "Again." Again.
Slowly that team is just
do it again.
That team is just slowly everybody just walking out the back door, man.
And Kawhi
trying to have a lot of love for the Clippers. He had to though.
He just want to stay in LA. I ain't mad at him.
Right.
Well,
he don't even stay in LA. He's staying in San Diego.
Oh yeah, that's true. He is driving 2 hours to work.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Cool.
He ain't driving.
How's he getting there? Oh,
helicopter.
That makes sense.
He's doing the same thing. He was doing the same thing our boy was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I ain't know that.
Okay. Yep.
And that's why it was so much friction, because he was like, man, I ain't coming to practice today. I'm in San Diego.
Hey, bro. Hey, when you're the only championship caliber player on the team, you can pull them stunts for the Clippers.
He don't argue.
Yeah.
Right. They just put on the board absent. They put Kawhi taking a PTO day.
Kyrie Irving days.
Yeah.
He taking the personal.
Let me give out and the last shadow athlete before we get into our only topic tonight. It goes to Hansel Emmanuel. He's just got a scholarship to Tennessee State? Yeah, Tennessee State.
Yeah. Hey, just for the record, what kind of school is Tennessee State?
HBCU.
I'm just saying.
Yep. He is a one-armed basketball player that's out there balling. And I hate to be the guy guarding him, because I know he'll score a dunk on me, and then you never could go back home, or you could never go back to that gym.
Just don't let it be on. Don't get caught on the videotape getting crossed over. That's all that I'm saying. You can dunk on me. That's all. That's good, but just don't cross over me. If you cross over me with one arm, I'm out of here. I don't need to be playing basketball no more. But that's good though, man.
For a crossover?
That's a dope move.
Do you need 2 arms for a crossover?
What is it called? A sham guard with the one hand? It's a sham. Yeah, he can sham guard all day.
If you keep getting caught with that, then you're gonna revoke your scholarship. Bro. He keeps doing the same move.
Right? He only got to right. Why you guarding his left?
No, shut up.
Next topic. We gonna stop right here. Next topic.
Man, I'm not even gonna be a part of this one. Shout out to the young man.
Shout out to the brother, man. I'm glad somebody taking the chance on him. Congrats, man.
Yep. And I hope, and he's probably in line for some big endorsement deals with the new those new college deals and NIL.
Next topic.
Yep. And the final topic for today is Skip Bayless versus Jen.
See, I'm clueless to that. What happened? Explain to me what happened.
She spoke up, and Skip Bayless was in the middle of being in his feelings.
Yeah, so Skip Bayless was in the middle of being, like he said, Skip Bayless, and she voiced her opinion saying, no, you're wrong. And we all know Skip Bayless does not know what that means or understand that. And then it went from, Skip Bayless being wrong to being womanizer, body shaming. It just went downhill after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It got ugly like that?
It got ugly. It got ugly quick.
It got ugly.
So
she got in her feelings real quick.
So he pulled the baby. That's what he pulled, baby.
He pulled a him because
he pulled the Skip Bayless.
Because this is what, this is why Joy left. This is why on the other network, why Carrie Champion was trying to leave. The only person that got to talk a little bit was Molly, and that's just because she married to Jalen. Because other than that, that role is to be a pretty face. And I'm not saying that's right. I mean, but it's also everybody who leaves that moderator desk all say the same thing. Whether you're a man filling in, whether you're the main host who's there to be pretty and to move them forward along, they all say the same thing. Like, it sounds cool. It seems like it'd be awesome. These guys are decent, but when they get into that mode in that zone for that show that's got their names on it, whether you're talking about Stephen A. and Max, or whether you're talking about Skip and Shannon, or anybody else in between, they go hard on that stuff. And Skip is probably the worst one of them because he feel like he like these referees that really feel like people coming to see them. And even with his show, they ain't coming to see them. They coming to see how Shannon gonna argue back and forth with them.
Same thing they was doing with when he was going against Stephen A.
Exactly.
And now the tables have turned, and it's like we here to see if Max can keep up with Stephen A. You know what I mean? Because Stephen A. has he didn't slowly turn it into the villain to me. He has always been a villain to me. But
yeah, well, he's just got the throne now.
Exactly.
Before he was the understudy, and then once he got the main role, he shifted to include more insults, include more less facts, and more like yelling and blah 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 blah. So what happened was Skip was on one, and you could tell that's been boiling over. She'd been waiting for that moment because she really didn't like say anything crazy, but he reacted like such a baby. And so once he did that, she was like, yo, I have a right to like speak my opinion. And he basically was like, no, you don't. And that's when Shannon was over there like, yo, chill. We good over here. We family. Like, we all a team. Skip was like, not today.
I just think, how much friction is in that ESPN building, bro? How toxic is that environment, man?
But just they on Fox now, so this carries. Like, this is the people.
But that's what I'm saying. But how toxic is that place for people like to carry over, and this stuff is still brewing? You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's male driven though. It's male driven. And you putting women
money
up there as a face.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, they created that. They created that monster, Skip Bayless. You let him slide on this. You let him slide on that. You're saying you gave him a bonus. You gave him a pay raise.
Right.
You know, all this other stuff. And then when Skip Bayless goes, like you said, the tiger was just being a tiger.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
those cats, you gotta attack. You gotta attack them though. Like that's why cats tuned in, because them cats would go back and forth for 12 rounds between Stephen A. and Skip or whatever. But it's not until when you get official athletes, like I'll never forget what T.O. said to Stephen A. And that never leaves him. That comment will haunt Stephen A. for the rest of his life when he told him that Max Kellerman is more black than him. That hurt his soul.
Yeah.
Because he felt that was Black America saying, yeah, you might be right. You might be right.
You ain't had to say it like that, but
yeah. Also, when Jalen Rose put Skip Bayless in his place,
that's how it started. Because Jalen Rose read his high school. He said he averaged 1.5 points per game or something like that.
Yeah.
And then after that, other people started trying to come on the show to go at him. Like Richard Sherman came on. And they said, all right,
Richard Sherman hurt his feelings. Bro.
You want to come on here and talk about, what's ailing you with the team? He was like, nah, I just said that to get on here. I want to talk to you. And so
I want to pull the old Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Sherman went in on Skip so bad, bro. I was like, stop, throwing the towel. Please throw in the towel.
Between Jalen and Richard Sherman, I'm talking. They was telling him his real name's Clarence, and Clarence lived with his parents, and Clarence's parents have a real nice marriage. Like that's what they did. And so after that, it was a wave of like 2 or 3 weeks of people trying to come on to just air their grievances with Skip, and so they had to change the format. And so that's when they had already kicked Stephen A. out, or Stephen A. was still freelancing or whatever, and they brought him in and started signing him to the big bucks. And they said, we need a controlled environment where somebody can play ping pong with this and not just we coming to bomb on this thing. Right. And that's when everything changed, and that's when the machine started rolling. And that's when everybody used to like that show, because Skip would throw up these softball stupid opinion questions and Stephen A. would slam them down. And everybody's like, yo, Stephen A. is on one. Fast forward, Stephen A. gets in the chair, and now anytime Max comes with facts, Stephen A. just barks him down. Max, I'm on one today.
That boy's an MC tonight. Boy.
It's the studio, man. So Max talks way
Turn
too
up my
long.
mic.
But see, everybody who likes Undisputed now, they like it because they're like, oh, Shannon spit that real. Shannon spit that real. But really, what's the boy's name? I lost my train of thought. Skip is over there and he's throwing us softball questions. And Shannon is like, that don't even make sense. I ain't got to try hard for these answers. Add the fact of that he's a natural born trash talker anyway, and he's a born athlete.
Yeah.
The formula works, and that's why you
That's
could
the
see
main
Shannon
ingredient.
being visibly uncomfortable when that woman was literally just trying to say, I disagree with your take on this man's weight. And Skip in his feelings about it, and Shannon was like, yo.
I gotta go look
Well,
that
Shannon
up.
felt uncomfortable too.
Dude, I'm like you, Smash. I gotta see it. I mean, I know the back, I know all the backstory stuff, but
it was like it was being a baby because Shannon literally was like, hey, like the little low tone, like, hey, let's keep the show pushing. Like, hey, we all, he said, hey, all right, guys, come on, we still a team, we're a team. Skip was like, no, we not. And they were like,
anytime one of your drunk uncles will say, hey, we need to chill out, calm down a little bit. Anytime one of them say it, then we might need to calm down.
What they call Uncle Shay. Uncle Shay tried to piece that up, and Skip was in the middle of taking his ball and going home.
And he was like, "That's the way I'm supposed to act, not you."
Right. Exactly.
You get that from the drunken uncle.
Yeah. So he just like you said, Gio. He just went Skip, and the sad part about it is, and I don't watch the shows enough anyway to know. So I don't know if they either did an apology or they just magically had one of these breaks that was coming up anyway. I don't know what's what, but they're going to sweep it under the rug and it's going to keep going. And it's basically going to come down to, she got to learn her place or she should have stayed in her place.
So we'll know who won that battle when they get, what's up, Bailey? We'll know who won that battle when they, who gets replaced. We'll know that.
Oh, she's getting replaced. She's not even the original host.
Right. I'm talking about now after this incident happened. Like, who will be the replace? If she gets replaced, we know who won that struggle.
Well, she's not making the millions that Skip's making.
Right.
So that's an easy one. Whether she was in the right or
you heard what she said? Say it again,
Mama. When these kids are in the school system and they not going into the classroom, they're picking up the bad habits from home.
Yeah,
they're picking up these bad words from the parents.
That's terrible.
They're repeating them out here. We need to get these kids back in the classroom so they're not getting this homeschooled message talking about Lakers and football. They might as well be doing Common Core math.
Hey, I see what's my guy? Bobby I forgot his name.
Bobby Bo?
No, not Bobby Bo. I can't think of his name right now. That's crazy.
What do you do?
He comes in the Sacramento Summer League team.
Bobby Hurley.
Nah,
Bobby shoot. I don't
Bobby
know no more
Boucher?
Bobby. I was about to say
Bobby Porter's?
yeah,
Bobby
Brown.
The only Bobby that used to come off the bench and flame cats. He used to play for Sacramento.
Oh, you talking about
Jackson?
Bobby Jackson. That's what you talking about, right?
Bobby Jackson.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sound like
Yeah, he coaching the Summer League team right now.
Okay.
Well, we getting to the 2-minute warning, guys. You know what I'm saying? BTG, you got any closing remarks?
Yeah. So I want y'all to be careful on, I probably said this before on some other shows, that y'all want to be careful with these fantasy football leagues, especially the money ones, because even though, there's a whole team out there in the state of Georgia that that followed the protocols, there's other players out here that's not really, you know what I'm saying, they're moving a little slow about it. So you might want to be, consider that when drafting. Yeah, because especially when you got money involved and you find out that your RB1 or your second receiver, or maybe even a few quarterbacks might not be playing because either of safety protocols or suspension. You know what I mean? And that's unfair, especially in some of these money leagues. They have short benches, so you're not able to just replace. And it's not even a replace type of thing. You want your top players out there performing. So just keep that in mind.
Okay. Smash, any false facts?
Yeah, BTG's daughter told us already. Lakers in 5. That's a false fact.
And the fact is that the Lakers plays basketball. That's the only fact you brought in there.
Oh, hey, yo, wait! And a quick update. Sacramento just won the Summer League championship, so Bobby Jackson actually talking right now. So shout out. That's the only
Oh,
championship.
it's over.
Who did they play in the championship?
Boston.
So,
But there were
Minnesota?
three different. They had LA had their own, Utah had their own. They had the Vegas one, so they won the Vegas one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Vegas one's the only one that matters. Shit.
Does any matter?
I'm just saying.
It doesn't because we never really remember the championship teams in a summer league, but it's still
Right.
It's still dope though. It's still dope.
Right.
Well,
You get a participation
At
trophy.
least those players can say. At least those players can be like, look, we brought a championship back to Sacramento. It wasn't the championship y'all think we talking about, but it was a championship.
Right.
That's horrible.
GeauxDee, GeauxDee, you buying it?
What am I buying?
I don't know, BTG championship or Deshaun Watson's the fourth string quarterback.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Deshaun is the fourth string quarterback
On the
For
depth
who?
chart?
on the depth
Texans.
chart.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they got traded.
He's
No.
trying
Nah,
to,
that
but
would've
he's
been-
got a
that
few
would've been-
legal matters he needs to tie up.
Yeah, that would have been all over the place if we would have got traded.
But there's like 5 teams interested in him.
Huh. I'm surprised by that. That they'll put him fourth on the depth chart. But I mean, I can see that. But no, I'm not buying. I'm gonna lean more with BTG on this one. I'm not buying it. That not Lakers in 5. Hell no. But
Almost.
with this vaccination thing, I'm not buying the fact that even though you get vaccinated, as these sports players, they still got to change their lifestyle incorporated with the vaccination. Because we see, even though you're vaccinated, you still coming down with COVID. You may end up asymptomatic, but you're still getting COVID. So I'm not buying that the Atlanta Falcons are 100% vaccinated, but that don't mean they're gonna change their lifestyle to stay healthy.
Hey,
so don't
run
vaccinated
out. So they
don't run out there.
They gotta go to strip club.
Look, don't run out there.
Those Lou Wings.
Look, don't run out there and
They
draft all Falcon players. They don't help your team anyway. But don't run out there and draft them.
I heard if you get the lemon pepper with extra sauce, that is a better cure than the actual vaccine. So they might be onto something out there.
What's that sauce gets in you?
What that sauce
depends where you get it from.
In the words of Geo, you know, alcoholic that ever gets sick because he swear Henny's the cure.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. CP, you got any closing thoughts?
Yeah, so I got 2 separate ones. I'll go with the real one first. Cameron Burrell, the track athlete, also one of my frat brothers, he committed suicide recently. Like I said in our side chats, and I think maybe once in one of the episodes, it might not be real to us, or it might not be what we're used to in our generation, but this mental health thing isn't going to go anywhere. And in our generation, we played through it, we toughed it out, we never gave up, we died on the field or on the court or whatever you want to call it. And then afterwards, after we retired or we're done, or we dealt with our injuries or we dealt with our demons. And that's when, a lot of the domestic violence would come out, or the drug use will come out, or the alcoholism would come out, or the opioids, or all those things would come out. Now, to give younger players, younger athletes, younger entertainers credit, they're talking about it, but it may seem like it's a bit too whiny for us. We don't like it. We don't like how often it's used. We're waiting for that one person to not really have mental health issues, and we're waiting for us to go in on them. but we don't want to assume it's anybody. But what's happening is there's going to be a lot more people willing to talk about their struggles. And if we as a community of people watching and engaging and cheering these people on don't provide them a safe space for them to do that and to respect them in their choices, then we're going to continue to bump heads until somebody really goes over the edge and we underestimated it because we wanted them to play through, or we wanted Simone to do flips in the air when her mental wasn't right. So we got to be careful about that, and a lot more things are coming. And so I think we, as a community of engaged fans and fanatics, we need to keep our eye on that. That's the serious part. The also serious but not as serious part, the Field of Dreams game came on, the White Sox versus the Yankees. Actually turned into a slugfest. It was pretty good. I wasn't even going to watch it, but it just happened to be on. So I was like, hey, I'll check it out. I especially love the ending because the black and brown players hit bombs all the way into them cornfields where they was getting chased through in history when Field of Dreams came out. And the game was won by a black man who talks a lot of shit.
Man.
He hit that ball over the fence and talked junk the whole way around and sent America's chosen team, whether they like it or not, sent them back home in them ragtime outfits, in them cornfields. If you build it, they will come. And now we here and now we hitting. So those are my 4-minute warning thoughts.
Right.
But before we go, Gio,
and
before we go, Gio, I want to go for the baseball fans. How do we feel about the Cleveland rebranding? Where do we stand with this?
I'm glad that they're getting rid of the name. I think Guardians is like, all right, then. Yeah. It's Cleveland, all right, then. That's what's up. Like,
it's Cleveland though, so it doesn't, who cares?
Now, first of all, Cleveland is a horrible city and a horrible state.
Wow.
But like, I'll stand on that.
That boy said city and state.
Yeah, it's a horrible city and a horrible state.
Hey, bro, Smash. I had to let the Midwesterners get something in there. The Southerners just light the fire, step back, and let the Midwesterners.
That's fine. I'll jump on that one every single time. Y'all know
horrible city and state.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, like, the goal is to get rid of the name.
Yeah,
you can do some things with Guard. You can play on things. You can advertise. You can market. You can sell gear that takes off the IANS and still work something out. So like, it's room. It's very Cleveland. It's very we think we're killing it, but really all right. Like, so Cleveland Guardians, Cleveland, all right, man.
Right.
So, BTG.
Yeah, me trying
Gio,
I was saving that Field of Dreams, CP stole my thunder, and then bus. Yeah, that was the first part. The second part of the Field of Dream is I would like to see a sequel or remake or whatever, but not with those Caucasian players. I want to see with the all Negro League players from the past.
Shout out to the Black Crackers.
I seen you up there.
I'm wearing right now.
I seen your hat.
Yeah,
I'm still pissed off about him. Put that hat on. You know how I feel. You know how I feel about that right now. You know how I feel about that right now. He's gonna break out the brand new brim, and and look out for his brother.
Hey, that's messed up. You didn't call quick enough.
I called him. He was like, "Oh man, we already hit the road, brother."
Now
we just left.
I feel like I'm hijacking everybody's conversation today, but I'm in a new studio, so that's what's up. So my homeboy just went to Kansas City. I told him to stop by the museum or whatever, and he scooped up a Josh Gibson shirt, which was very helpful because my son wears number 8, and was able to bring him a souvenir. Was also able to tie in some history, also giving them some pride. And now he walk around and tell all his baseball friends who think that Mike Trout is like the best person ever. He'd be like, well, y'all don't know this guy, and he's black.
He's black.
Right.
See, Smash.
Hey.
That's what a brother does, Smash.
Well, hold on
That
now.
Negro League was very,
'Cause,
very informative.
Smash bought a copy of the book that I had an excerpt in, and
I wouldn't know that. This is what a brother doesn't do.
I had it right here too.
He would not let me live this down, man. I got you, man. I got you.
I just can't cash an IOU. Can't report that as income.
Right, monopoly money.
Hey, shouts out to my pops, man. Rest in peace. But he always told me, as long as I owe you, you'll never be broke. How about that?
Fair enough. I
He took
receive
it to the grave. He still owe me right now.
I receive it.
Yep. And on that, guys, we're out.
Peace.